Come on.
Right then, what's this then, Grace?
This is the video solution to our Hardy-Ramanujan puzzle.
Right, so two mathematicians, G.H. Hardy and his mate Ramanujan, are walking down the street and they find £60, or if you're in a different country, just 60, whatever you have. Right, and but they are walking down the streets of Cambridge, so it is actually £60. And they're trying to decide who's going to keep it, and what do they say?
So Hardy says if he keeps the money, so Hardy's money plus 60, he will have the same amount of money as Ramanujan.
But Ramanujan says that he wants to keep the money because if he keeps the money, then the product of the amounts that they have
so this times this, yeah,
is going to equal 1729, which is a famous number.
Taxi cab number.
Ramanujan's taxi cab number. You can look up this story online if you don't know, it's very famous. Right, so what we've got here basically is two simultaneous equations that we have to solve, because the puzzle is how much do they both have. So,
Shall we expand these brackets out first?
Yeah, so we could expand it out.
So we've got HR plus 60H equals 1729.
Okay, and so now probably the best thing to do now is to substitute H plus 60 in for R.
Plus 60H equals 1729, and then expand the brackets out again, right?
Expand it out again.
So we've got H squared plus, that's going to make 60H plus another 60H is 120H, so skipping a line of working out, equals 1729.
Right, so this puts us in the quite fun situation that we're going to have to solve an equation that is H squared plus 120H minus 1729 equals 0. So let's get rid of all the other stuff. Right, so, I mean, you could do this the boring way and just put it into the quadratic formula, or you could decide to have a bit of fun and try and factorise this. I'd like to factorise this because it's a maths puzzle, isn't it? So the answer's not going to come out to be like, absurd or something ridiculous. So let's assume this factorises. So we know that we're going to have two brackets that start with H. We know that because this is a minus here, one of the brackets is going to be plus and one of the brackets is going to be minus. We've just got to find what numbers go in. We know these two numbers are going to multiply to make 1729. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my calculator's prime factorisation button to see what the factors are of 1729. And 1729, do you want to write it? 7 times 13 times 19.
Cool, I've got that.
Okay, so what we're looking for is a way of breaking this up into two parts so that we end up with two numbers whose difference is 120. The reason why it's the difference is 120 is because one of them is plus and one of them is minus. So
it's got to be this, doesn't it? So 7 times 13, so that's what, 70
91.
plus 91. And then you've got 91 plus, no, that doesn't work.
Well, if it's not 7 and 13, it must be 7 and 19. They're the only options, aren't they?
Yeah,
So what's 7? So that's 70 plus 63, 133. And when you compare that with 13,
makes 120.
you get a difference of 120. So what that means then is the 7 and the 19 go together. That's one of the numbers. What did we say that was?
About 133.
133.
Yeah.
So we want it to be positive 120, so 133 in there, and 13 in there. Now, the value of H is the amount of money that Hardy's got, but if you solve this equation now, our solutions are either H equals minus 133, or H equals 13, and it wouldn't make sense to say that Hardy had minus £133 when he was walking down the road, because you can't really have that. So the answer is Hardy has £13, so Hardy equals 13. And because Hardy said when they find the £60, if I keep the money, I'll have the same amount as you, that means 13 plus 60, which is 73,
It's what Ramanujan
must be
has.
what Ramanujan has. And
That's the
that's the
solution.
solution.
If you like this video, why not check out one of our other puzzles?